Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Conquest video guide. Now you will be able to find these and all my other Conquest video guides on my SWGOH for Life tool website. If you haven't seen it yet, there'll be a link in the description below so you can go ahead and check it out. I've already done Sector 1 Feats video guide yesterday, so again there'll be a link in the description below if you want to check out Sector 1. In this one I'll be playing through Sector 2, just showing you some of the teams here that I used to make good progress versus both Sector and the global feats, and also show you along the way what kind of data discs I was able to pick up. I'll be doing a separate video just for the mini boss and final boss battles here in Sector 2, so look out for that video. It will be coming soon right after this video. But anyway, let's just now get started by reviewing the global feats. So this was after I completed Sector 1. That's where I got to. Almost completed the no leader feat there, just a couple of more, and hopefully I can knock this out in Sector 2. And other feats as well, you know, some Nihilus, Sion action, as well Malak, Darth, Sith Empire, Old Republic. So pretty good progress overall, I would say, for Sector 1 playthrough. And as I'm going through Sector 2, I'll be obviously on the lookout how I can get those done as well along the way. Now Sector 2 fits, we've got 50 enemies with droid units, so there'll be, you know, a couple of different droid lineups that I'll be showing you here. You have to win 14 battles with a full squad of light side units, score 200 critical hits, and attempt to inflict Evasion Down 40 times. So overall, actually, Sector 2 feats are a lot more straightforward than Sector 1, like defeating enemies with droids is a lot easier than defeating them with Old Republic. And then as well, you know, these 14 light side battles, you know, it's a pretty open, you can just use whatever. Critical hits happen anyways, you don't really have to pay attention to them. And when Evasion Down, again, it's just gonna happen quite quickly thanks to 3PO and Chewie on his basic, constantly assisting, whether using droids there or rebel teams that I'll be showing you. So definitely Sector 2, a little bit easier, not as grindy maybe as Sector 1. But anyway, I'll just first kick off with showing you now the data disk I have in the beginning of Sector 2. So I got Amplify Agony, Protection Recovery, Critical Support, Caustic Emissions, and another 2 Amplify Agony data disks. It's probably a bit of overkill having 3 Amplify Agony data disks, but I just didn't have something else interesting popping along when I was going through Sector 1. So definitely be on the lookout for a data disk to, you know, swap out one of these Amplify Agony data disks. To begin with, in Sector 2, we got Imperial Troopers. Now in previous sets of Conquest I learned any sort of Empire team, whether it's Vader, Lead, Thrawn, Palpatine, or Imperial Troopers. Seems like Grievous does a good job because these guys are very fast, they're getting lots of attacks and assists, and obviously then B2, mine there is modded for tenacity, so they didn't land a daze there. Oh, they got a daze on him this time. Okay, so not a ideal scenario here. We'll just keep going, see if we can turn things around. Okay, there we go, that's fine, we lost one droid. Now Grievous can get a turn and get to work. There we go, going after Death Trooper. One thing I guess good versus going Imperial Trooper squads is that, you know, they do get this endless rank, so actually they get 3 revives. So you can get up to 8 kills here with your droids versus Imperial Troopers. So actually Imperial Troopers are a very good target here with your Grievous to go ahead and take them out quickly. There we go, just Death Trooper to go, and boom! That's how quickly these Grievous battles end. It's always a rough start, but once Grievous gets a turn, it kind of turns around very, very quickly, and you can kind of easily get these guys down. So we got, so let me see, there you go, I got 7 there, I defeated 7 enemies. Looks like one of them probably died from damage over time or something, or burning. But definitely not a bad start. We got Old Republic here. With Nest and Canderous, a little bit annoying, but you know, this is Sector 2, so they're not that fast yet. So what you can do here is Ray Jedi training, then the 3 resistance droids and 3PO and Chewie, and obviously try to time hits that the droids are doing all the killing here. And with BB-8 and 4 droids, you'll be getting a lot of bonus turn meter to begin with, so you will very, very easily be able to outrun the enemies here. I'm just gonna put everybody in stealth now so we don't get counterattacks and things like that. Let's go ahead and land the daze on Canderous. And I'm just gonna do here blind on everybody. Let's call R2 for assist, actually, just to be cleanse of the debuffs of him. There we go. Okay, now here C-3PO and R2 are rebels, so whenever they use any ability, their 3PO and Chewie will get call to assist, and on his basic he's applying Evasion Down, so you know you can quite quickly rack up this Evasion Down feat as well, while you're doing also your droid feat, and this is a full light side team as well, so you're kind of knocking out really 3 feats at the same time with this particular team. As you can see, 3 stacks of Amplify Agony is definitely an overkill. I'm just taking these guys out too fast, so I won't actually be able to chase that many evasions down. I mean, once you're down to nest, you can just probably hit auto basic, and hopefully, you know, you can get a few more evasion downs there applied with your 3PO and Chewie. There you go, BB-8 finishing off nest. Okay, so that's a very nice team here to use, because you can really do 3 feats at the same time, whereas Grievous droids, you just droid feat, it's only 1 feat at the same time. But you know, sometimes some teams are just too difficult for Rey and droids to take out. So you go, we're doing very nice progress here towards all the feat after first 2 battles. Jedi, whenever I see Jedi, I'm just gonna throw my Sith in here. Obviously, I still have to do that global feat with no leader in the slot. That's I'm going with Malak lead. As soon as I hit that feat over there, then I'll start using Darth Revan lead or some other Sith lead. But for now, just Malak. And obviously here we gotta time the kills in a way that hopefully it's Darth Revan and Malak that are defeating the enemies. Marauder there, he's got a knack of sniping the kills. There we go, he sniped just another one right there. So definitely maybe I won't be using Sith Marauder anymore, I'm not sure, but as you know sectors go on, I think Marauder will be useful because enemies become more and more durable. Here we go, got Sith Empire feat, full Sith Empire team, no leader feat, and at the same time as well Malak and Revan kills. Just checking out the data discs, oh beautiful, got a green volatile accelerator, so I'm going to equip this works very nicely together with Amplify Agony. So do you have to remove something now? I think I'll just remove Protection Recovery, because I just need to remove 1 slot. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now I'm rocking still 3 Amplify Agony data discs with critical support, caustic emissions, and now volatile accelerator as well, which will obviously give even more debuffs on the enemies, which means more damage from Amplify Agony data discs. Now we got Grievous now versus Grievous. I'm going to do here C-less rebels. The whole goal of this team obviously is a light side team, so you get your light side feat, you know, progress towards your light side feat, and at the same time these guys are all rebels now, not like Rey and the droids before. And then whenever you use any ability, 3PO and Chewie is called to assist, applying Evasion Down. But as you can see, with 3 stacks of Amplify Agony, I'm taking out these guys too quickly, so I didn't really get probably more than 2 Evasion Downs here. Stuffly, I need to eventually remove at least 1 Amplify Agony data disc, so I can actually start, you know, doing a little bit better progress towards these feats. But you know, it doesn't matter. For the purpose of this video, I'm just showing you the teams and their mechanics and how they work together. Now we've got his global feat where you have to use Sion and Nihilus. So I'm just going to do here Maul lead with Trey and Vader versus this Mon Mothma team. Now somebody actually pointed out that it's not enough that you use Sion and Nihilus in a battle, they also have to survive. So there's definitely incomplete feat description there in the global feats. There it just says you have to use them in a battle. But it doesn't state that they have to survive. So if you're wondering why sometimes maybe you won't be credited for Nihilus and Sion feat, it's just maybe because one of them didn't survive the battle. I'm pretty sure CG will update that for the next Conquest to match the description. We do also have this Old Republic feat, global feat right as well here, where you have to win 40 battles with a full squad of Old Republic. Now because here in Sector 2 we have this feat where you have to use a full light side squad. I'm not using Kendris, I'm actually bringing in Zalbar here. It's a little bit tricky because obviously Zalbar, he's not a Jedi, same like Kendris, so if he gets defeated, you won't be able to bring him back. But luckily now that I've got a very nice data disc set, you know, hopefully we should be able to get these guys down very quickly. There is one calling Zalbar to assist because on his basic he's applying debuffs, whereas for example Revan there and Jolie, they don't. Bastila, she does ability block as well. Yeah, There we go. Obviously there with Kanan in there versus Phoenix. Whenever we debuff, they recover some health. But eventually they will fall because they'll stack so many damage over times because of Volatile Accelerator now. There we go. There goes Kanan. So we stop their healing. I'm like, take it easy, Ezra, buddy. Ezra trying to snipe us 1 star for me. But he wasn't able to do it. 3-star battle, completing light side here battle, and as well full squad of all the public units for that global feat. Right, we've got a squad of Ewoks now. This could be tricky with all the stuns and everything. And you know, quite a few people have requested if I can also highlight some, like, you know, Galactic Legend teams as well, because primarily I was always focused on non-Galactic Legend teams. So if you need Evasion Down, you've got Kylo. You could just bring 2 Kylos, Hux, First Order Officer, and Zem. It doesn't even matter if Zem is low gear, because what you do, you pass turn over to First Order Officer. He then gives turn over to Zem, and then Zem applies her Evasion Down, and then Kylo will just go ahead and defeat everybody all by himself. So even with low gear, if you have low gear Zem, this will still work pretty well versus this kind of team that, you know, they don't have a whole lot of AoEs. There you go, you can make a use of your Galactic Legends if you have them, of course. So here, there we go, I picked up Ability Exhaust next, which is a nice data disc to have. So now I can go ahead and equip one of the Amplify Agony data discs, because 2 Amplify Agony data discs are more than enough. So I'd rather have the Ability Exhaust, so whenever we land now 10 debuffs, enemies will get ability blocks, so they won't be able to use their special abilities as often as before. So just continuing here, another kind of droid lineup if you want to use, you can do, if you have Rey, you can do put her in the leading slot, and then just put, you know, the light side droids here that you have, and then maybe Hermit Yoda for healing. I'm kind of putting like the leftover light side droids here, because, you know, the main ones are either used with Silas Rebels or Rey Jedi Training lead there. But I just want to show you, if you have these guys as well, you can go ahead and use them here with Rey. Obviously damage immunity from Rey will keep them alive, and because we now at this point, you probably most likely already have Amplify on the data disc and stuff, then these guys, they don't do a whole lot of damage, but, you know, eventually you will get through them. So let's go ahead and put Master's Training over on IG. There we go, getting some droid kills already. Let's go ahead here, get some Foresight going. I'll just keep, actually, yeah, I'll just keep spamming Lifeblood here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead, heal up. I wasn't able to take Ahsoka out. I think this should finish her off. Perfect. Okay, there we go. So you can see these droids getting the job done here with Rey versus this kind of Jedi team here in Sector 2, completing, you know, the light side feat, and as well got, I think, was it 3 or 4 droid kills even in this one, so not bad overall. If you do have Rey, you can just put this kind of mishmash team together with light side droids to as well make good progress towards there. And there you go, this is all the battles here that I wanted to show you in Sector 1. As mentioned before, not as many battles and as many different teams as in previous video, just because the feats themselves here very straightforward. Like light side battles, I'm nearly done with it, just need one more. Very good progress there with droids units as well. I showed you 3 different droid teams, so you know, I did a couple of battles with each of those teams. And critical hits, they happen as well. Evasion Down, again, not an issue there with 3PO and Chewie and Zem as well, very quickly done without any issues really. So definitely Sector 2 overall doesn't feel grindy, to be honest. You just kind of play through. You just have to come back and do a couple of droid battles later on to get that knocked out as well. In terms of global feat progress, pretty good progress here, as you can see overall, making good progress. Sith Empire, Old Republic, did 6. The only one little bit that slowed down for me was Sustained by Rage, so I actually defeated only 3 enemies today with Malak and Revan, whereas probably I should have been up to 20 or so by now. But just because in the beginning I had too many Amplify Agony data discs and they were just dying off too quickly, and then Marauder, because of all those debuffs, is hitting very hard. So this is the one that I'll have to a little bit pay attention going forward. Maybe try without Marauder and see if I can get more Malak and Revan kills. But still, you know, with 7-8 a day, I'm well on my way to get these done by the end of the Conquest, this feat as well. So nothing to worry about. I just wanted to point out that I didn't have as many. I did complete the no leader as well, feat, global feat, and now I did get premonition data discs in my inventory. And as I'll be going through sector 3, I'll be on the lookout if I can as well start knocking out this global feat at the same time. I'll equip this data disc and see how, you know, how it works, and how I'm pretty sure it's going to be very, very quickly to complete this global feat. Alright guys, that's all for today's Sector 2 playthrough. As mentioned before, I'll be doing a separate video for mini boss and final boss battles. But otherwise, I'll see you in Sector 3 video tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.